Good morning everyone! Today I'm going to do a skin prick test at the hospital and I just thought I would bring you along. So, it's a day in my life with a allergist appointment. At the minute I am just making my coffee. I took my vitamins. I haven't been on my antihistamine for a week now, not because of the allergist appointment, but they did call me the other day and said that you have to be off of it for 3 days, and luckily I was off of it and I could get an appointment straight away. So that was lucky. Is the reason why I'm off of it is that I just haven't bought any, which isn't great, and I am suffering. My nose is very dry, but at least it all works out in the end. I get my allergist appointment really early and that's exciting. I'm going to be skin pricked test for beans, white beans, pinto beans and baked beans. And I'll talk to you all about my bean journey later in the video, but I just wanted to say good morning.
At the library next to my home, and so my head close.
So I'm just heading out to the shops because I have to get the products, the beans in tins, and I tried to do it yesterday and they didn't have all of the beans. So I'm going to go to Tesco and see if they have them, and then I think I'm going to walk to the hospital, which is taking about an hour, and I have about an hour and a half until my appointment. So let's go. So I'm back home now, earlier than I expected. So I'm just gonna make some food because I'm actually really starving. Second breakfast. And after I make the food, I will give you an update on the prick test. I will tell you what's next, and you'll find out my thoughts. So I'm just munching on some noodles as I'm doing some work. Yum. So yeah, I just wanted to talk you through the process, how it went with the skin prick test and what I learned. What they're doing now is that people come for their allotted time and there's no overlap with appointments. So I was all alone, and then I actually was early, and I was the first appointment, so they got me in a half an hour early, which is really good. And then what they did was skin pricked tested a positive reaction, a negative reaction, and then all of the beans. And then they did it all over my hand. The positive reaction was histamine, and it did react. So I had a little bump there, not big, but a little bit. That's why they ask you not to not to take antihistamine, so that the histamine actually reacts. Otherwise, the antihistamine that's in your body will make it not react, and then whenever you do skin prick tests, it won't react. You won't get a reaction if you are allergic. So they don't want anything They don't want any antihistamine in your system, so that if you do have a reaction, the histamine will work and there will be a bump. But normally, if I am allergic, like when I did the avocado and shellfish and banana a year ago, I did have a little bit of a bump each time, enough that I could see it. Whereas today, with all the beans, there was negative on every single bean, which means that there needs to be more tests now, because I am not reacting to it on my skin. So usually what happens is that the doctor will review the tests. If there is a bump, they'll review how big of a bump or how small of a bump, and then they will give me a call, or now they give me a call. Usually I used to go into the office and they will do a blood test. If the blood comes back negative, that's a positive for a food challenge, and that's what happens. So in my experience in the past, a negative skin and a negative blood means I will be able to do a challenge. And it is very rare, it is far and few between, but I haven't had beans for many years, probably about 10 years now. I used to have baked beans, Heinz baked beans, when I was younger, but I stopped having them because they weren't good. Like, they made me feel really sick, and So now I really want to put actual beans back into my diet for more protein, less of a, like, so that I don't have to eat so much meat, and just like to vary my diet. You know, as I get older, I'm realizing that I just want to vary my diet, eat different things, put different things into my diet. Beans have a lot of fiber, a lot of protein, a lot of vitamins. I want to put that into my diet. And my allergies are changing. I'm not having such extreme reactions to my AOS, which is oral allergy syndrome. So I'm in this zone right now because I just passed my banana and avocado challenge. I'm in that zone of wanting to put more things into my diet. And that's why I asked my allergist if we can try the beans. And the fact that the skin has come back negative really gets me excited to see whether I can eat them or not. And, you know, sometimes the challenges don't do well. Like, I had a shellfish last year, at the end of last year, food challenge at the hospital, and I didn't pass the skin prick test. The rise of the prawns and the mollusks and things like that were too high, and it would warrant a reaction. So we decided not to challenge me. And, you know, now I know, cool, like, I know I'm allergic to shellfish. Challenges are good just to know. So many people stopped getting tested. If they got diagnosed when they were children, they stopped getting tested. It's like, this is it for life. And it is, like, there are sometimes, like, with my nuts, it's been that way for life. Like, nothing, no test has come back negative. That's it for life. Like, some people are allergic to tree nuts and not almonds, and if they didn't go and get tested, they wouldn't have realized that they could eat almonds. I believe that everybody should get tested as you get older, and as you get older, you have to make the effort, because the doctor's not going to call you saying, you know, you should get tested. Definitely, if you are an adult, if you are an older teenager, get tested once a year, once every 2 years, just to see whether things have changed, whether things have shifted, whether, you know, your diet has changed. Our bodies are evolving as we get older. We have to find out if we are allergic or not. And we want things back into our diet. We want to eat as much. We want to not have so much fear of cross-contamination. Definitely go get tested. I'm very happy I did this. There's so much when you add things into your diet that you can have. And I definitely encourage everybody to go to their allergist and get tested often, as much as you can, with time, you know, to know that your body's changing. But I just wanted to say that probably the next part of my journey is going to be a blood test, but I have a call from my allergist in the beginning of December, so I'll find out more about that. Also, if you are doing any skin prick, if you've never done it before, if you're doing it as an adult now and you only did it when you were a child, one, you need to stop taking your antihistamines for 3 days or longer. If you are doing a skin prick test, you need to make sure that your arm is clean. No moisturizers, no oils, everything, it needs to be clean. And they will let you clean it there, but just so you know, like, don't be lathering up your body when you're going to a skin prick test. They prick it very lightly. I've never been told there's a chance of a reaction from that, but I have had really big swellings in the past, which is scary. And if you are severely allergic to an allergen, it is scary. One of my skin prick tests I did to kiwi, it just looked like my arm blew up. They couldn't even measure how big it was. So yeah, that's it. And that's happened to avocado as well, but I'm now not allergic to avocado. So that's why I'm saying that things can change, because I was extremely anaphylactic to avocado pretty much my whole life, and last year we tried again and I'm now able to eat it every day. So I really encourage you to get tested. Right now I'm going to finish my Norvals. You can also, I'll leave my discount code in the description box below for these. They are incredible. I've got a package actually coming soon, which I can't wait for. And yeah, and then I'm gonna go about my day. I've got work in about an hour and a half, do some studying, and then we'll go to work. So it's bath time and I have to check the ingredients. Evening, guys. I just got home from work and I'm in bed with my tea, and I'm gonna read my poetry book, Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur, and do some journaling and go to bed. I am exhausted, so I will chat to you in the morning and give you a rundown of how I'm feeling about today and the Allergist. I've been thinking about a lot of things today, so I'll let you know. Good night. Hi guys, it's the next day after my allergist appointment. I have gotten ready, had some breakfast. You saw that I did some workout this morning, and I'm just editing the vlog. And I just wanted to say, if you want to follow along on my bean journey, I will be vlogging every time I go to the allergist, the phone call that my allergist will give me. And if you want to follow along, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know when the videos are posted. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Let me know in the comments something that you want to see more of or something that you enjoyed. So thank you guys so much and stay safe.